Welcome back everyone. You made it to Spring Data 1. In this chapter, we're going to dive a little more into MVC. We're going to learn how to connect Spring Boot to a database, and we'll be using MySQL. And at the end, you're also going to be building an awesome app. And I want to give you a challenge. For this app, try to use the CSS skills that you learned so far. Or even try to implement a CSS framework like Bootstrap, Foundation, or Materialize. Now we know that MVC stands for Model View Controller. And if you search online, what is the role of the model in MVC, you see a lot of answers. But most people would agree that the model is for the business logic of the application. But what is business logic? That is such a big umbrella term. Well, here's how I can explain it. The business logic is how models interact with each other, and also the action that the controller will call to represent the request from the client. Let me give you an example. Let's say we have a forum, and that forum has many posts, and a user is trying to comment on a specific post. Well, the request to comment will come to the controller, and the controller, let's say we'll call a method called create comment to post. Well, right there, that create comment to post is the business logic of our app, right? We have two models interacting with each other. Which comment should the post go to? And also, that is the very action that the controller calls to represent the client, the request from the client. Now, that is what the model is, and that is also how the model works in Spring Boot. And we have two layers for the model in Spring Boot. We have the service layer and the persistence layer with the domain model. The domain model is just a Java class that has member variables, but the Java class represents a specific table in our database. Okay? Now, the service layer is the business logic that I just explained to you. That will have the create comment to post method that the controller will call. And that is very powerful because Spring Boot separates those concerns between the representation of the data and the business logic of our application. But both combined is what the model is in MVC.